Have you ever noticed this strange, painfully unfair paradox? One woman is willing to do anything for him. She gets up at 5 in the morning to make him the perfect breakfast. She forgives things that should never be forgiven. She silently swallows her grievances, building her whole life around his desires. And then, one fine day, he just says, "Sorry, it's not you," and disappears. And another woman, she's not perfect, maybe even has a bit of a temper, lives her own life, follows her own interests. But the man looks at her as if she's the greatest treasure in his life. He's afraid to lose her, afraid even for a second to imagine her not being by his side. Why is that? Why do self-sacrifice and endless forgiveness so often lead to the abyss of loneliness? Today, we are going to break down this cruel mechanism. I will show you that very invisible thread that separates the women who are left behind from those who are cherished and who men are afraid to let go. And I promise, after this video, you will look at your relationships with completely new eyes. Be sure to watch until the end, because at the end, I will share the main key to making a change. Thousands of women come to me for consultations. Their stories, like carbon copies, repeat the same scenario over and over. And here is the main secret. A man will never value what comes to him for free. When you give up your desires, your friends, your hobbies for his sake, you do not become more valuable to him. You become background, a familiar and convenient part of the interior. Like air, always present and requiring no care. A woman whom a man is afraid to lose never makes him the center of her universe. Her universe is herself. She has her own passions, her own goals, her own principles. She doesn't cling to a man out of fear of being alone, because she is never bored with herself. She isn't afraid to say no, and she's not afraid to voice her desires. She is not a savior, not a mother figure, and not a shoulder to cry on. She is an equal partner, interesting and deep. With her, you can't just relax and take advantage. Being with a woman like this makes a man want to grow, develop, and become better, just to be worthy of her. And self-sacrifice, no one will appreciate your sacrifice. That's the bitter truth. A man subconsciously senses that if she so easily betrays herself, her dreams, her boundaries, then her value isn't that high after all. And this destructive pattern will repeat itself again and again, first with one man, then with another, until you put a stop to it. Did you recognize yourself in this description? Write in the comments right now, which of these two scenarios is closer to you? Remember one simple thing: the most important person in your life, the one you should take care of first and foremost, is yourself. Self-love is not selfishness, it's the foundation on which all healthy relationships are built.